Hello, and welcome back to my newest Let's Play, and it's going to be Narc. Created by Midway, released on the NES through the port company Acclaim. Fuck Acclaim. And, brought over to the ZX Spectrum, and I think the Commodore by Ocean. I'm not too positive on that. But, yeah, this is Narc. This is one of those obscure, well, not too obscure, but one of those games that everyone has heard of, but no one really wants to play anymore, only because, well, let's face it, age hasn't treated this game well one bit. At least for the NES and the ZX Spectrum and the Commodore versions. But, the arcade, whew. And first time I ever played that on my PS2 for the Midway Arcade Classics. Amazing. This, though, this is just sad. And, yeah. This was made part of the Just Say No program, which was headed by Miss Nancy Reagan. And, I love how they decided to include you as the main character as a gun-toting, homicidal, maniac cop guy, part of a Narc squad, which I don't think this is what a Narc guy does. I think he's more of an informant than a guy dressed up in a leather suit and a motorcycle helmet. But hey, we can't always get what we want. So, yeah, this was in response to the drug craze that's going on in the 80s. You know, all the drug wars between the gangs and the designer drugs coming out because everyone just feared drugs back in the 80s. I don't remember reading about that in history. All I know is that this is the reason why they made this game was for the drug wars, which I don't even think existed. Now, I'm not condoning drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? If you do drugs are bad, okay? It just so happens that this game promotes violence over doing drugs, so just say no must mean if you do drugs, I'm going to ass with a submachine gun or a rocket launcher. Or you'll become a balding hobo with no shoes, no shirt, just a trench coat, and brown leather pants. So he's kind of like, these guys are like flashers. Now, I'm pretty much just leveling up for all my lives, because once you get I think it was like every 100,000 points you get a bonus life. I'm busting cops, or busting bad guys, meaning I'm arresting them. Apparently, the prisons, or actually the jail cells, can hold up to 99 guys only, but hey, there's no complaints here as long as I get bonus guys. Each guy is worth 5,000 points. And, yeah. So, this is just the first level, trust me. All the levels are essentially the same length, except for the third level, which is insanely long, only because they wanted to throw the vehicle in. But I'll get to that later. This game was very controversial for a couple of reasons, which I'm about to show you right now. You think PETA will have a field day with this? Because they should. I think they did too, because, well, look at that. I just shot a dog, and it turned into a puppy. Yes, that's right, kids. The instruction manual says that you shoot these dogs only because they're bad and they work for drug dealers. And when you shoot them, they turn into magical puppies, which makes absolutely no sense. You shoot a dog, it usually dies. In this case, you shoot a dog and it turns into a puppy. That would make my day if a bullet, just magically turned my dog back into a puppy, because I loved my dog as a puppy. Or I was just retarded. Ooh, I'm sorry, I can't say that word because the government just passed a new law. Whatever, fuck you. So you complete the level by picking up an ID card. The ID card swipes into a door, which unlocks it automatically for you. You go in, and apparently it's where the cops are. Now, if the bad guys have an ID card that lets you know where the cops are, then why don't the bad guys just use it to go in and, have a firefight and kill all the cops? Wow, even I felt that was nasty. I apologize. Alright, this is level number 2, Quack Street, or that's only called Quack Street because the NES is Nintendo's highly censorship deal. arcade game. I think the ZX Spectrum version, they also called it Crack Street. Which, don't get me wrong, that's a hell of a name. But I mean, Quack versus Crack. Quack makes me think of Donald Duck and Goofy. I don't know why Goofy, but still. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, guys. So we get the new bad guy. He's called Hypo Man, who strangely looks like my cousin, all dressed in leather, and yeah. And can anyone guess what kind of weapon Hypo Man is using? No, it's not a gun. It's a hypodermic needle. Because, you know, these are in the supply, and they are always clean, and they won't kill a guy. I mean, it may kill a guy if it's a dirty needle, and you know why. Go there because I don't want to push any buttons on this one, because frankly, this game's just that ridiculous. But, yeah. His main weapon is throwing a full syringe of narcotics, whether it be meth, cocaine, heroin, you know, anything, and get you high off of it. Well, it makes no sense. I'm not going to lie, that just doesn't work. I can understand a bullet coming out, but still, a hypodermic needle going up to a guy's ass, purposefully thrown to kill him. That's a stretch there, Acclaim, and Midway. That's a stretch. Anyways, this is the second part of the second level. You're in the meth lab, Quack Stop, or Crack Stop. I'm just going to refer to it as Crack because Quacks just piss me off. And inside this meth lab, I've got vats of bubbling chemicals, whether it be blue or red or green. I watch a lot of DEA, and I watch a lot of it, meaning I almost never miss an episode, and I've never seen them bust into a meth lab that looks like a warehouse full of bubbling chemicals, and, well, let's face it, I've never seen a meth lab ever actually this well organized. And I've never seen it, you know, blue, red, and green. That's just unique. So, yeah. This is the end of the second level, and I gotta find a blue card by killing one of the hypo men. I shot another dog. And in case you guys haven't won, if you guys missed it because I was talking about something else, with a rocket launcher that has no substance to his body, apparently he blows up into a million pieces. I don't know why, but that just seems to how it goes in this game. At least for the guys with no substance. Now, once you get to meet the next two new villains, or next two bad guys in this game, things just completely go in a different fucking direction. And I can't argue why they did this, but hey, they had to. They had no other choice. Although, the only other guy that's able going to be doing this is, well, just wait. These guys get better and better every level you go through. And I apologize, I'm doing so much of this, but it just so happens that if you don't get 5 full lives at the end of this game, by the 4th level, you're pretty much boned. Ooh, excuse me. I gotta admit, at least these guys are only throwing one syringe and then walking away. They've got some nerve, though. I mean, you think I would let someone go away if I throw a syringe and missed? Probably not, but hey, it's better than nothing. Better than getting a belly full of hot lead, I'm not going to lie, but yep. This is Narc, guys. Don't expect it to get any better. And I haven't even talked about the controls yet, which I'm going to the next level, because these controls for an arcade port, pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Only because the arcade game had 4: a jump, a crouch, machine gun, and a rocket. The NES, you have 2. Guess how they work? You'll never get it. Joe Rockhead, a.k.a. Dumpster Man, an addict. Very dangerous. I've never seen a dumpster guy look like that. Anyways, I was talking about the weapons. In order to shoot your missiles, you don't hold down A like you do with a machine gun or a pistol, which is retarded.